We've finally defeated the Makuta.
Yeah, at the loss of some of our dignity.
Indeed. Now we shall all go to the local Ikoro Chuck E. Cheese.
Toa, Borak, you're hit. Toa? We're done for. We're all done.
Hello everyone and welcome to the final 2001 Bionicle set review video. Today I'm going to be going over everything. Here we have every single set from 2001. As you can see, the Rahi are kind of placed sorta smallest to largest. And here we have everything. In total, released in 2001, there were approximately 24 sets, if you're including the power pack. I do so believe. Get a little bit of a zoom up here. Here are the originals. Everyone's favorites. From left to right, Liwa, Kopaka, Onua, Gali, Pohatu way in the back, and Tahu. We have the Tarkava, Muwaka and Kinera, Hafu from the Power Pack, Onapu, Jala, Maku, Kongu, Matoro, Huki, the Nui Jaga, the Manez right there. In the background, there's the Nui Rama. Is that Nui Rama for those? Nui Jaga. Nui Rama in the back. And the Traga. Winua, Nokama, Nuju, Hanawa, Vakama, and Matau. So that's pretty much all of them. As an overarching kind of set base, see, this is the first official year Bionicle. Where does it stand? Honestly, this is regarded by many fans as the best year. Absolutely, hands down. This is what pretty much everyone agrees upon. Not everyone thinks this way, but it's the large majority. 2001 it started out on the island of Matanui. And this is right after some things happened that caused them to be on this tropical island. The Rahi beasts got infected by Makuta and tried to attack everyone. Then the Mata arrived, and everyone was happy saved. So as far as the sets are concerned, everything is fantastic. This was Lego's second or third attempt at a Technic kind of system, and this was their success. This was a launch continued on for a little over 9 years. As far as the sets go, as a general pro, it's really up to the person's personal choice. The individual sets, there are some things everyone agrees upon, some things no one agrees upon, but overall, a majority of the people enjoy the system and Technic mix and the variety Bionicle had. As you can see, I personally, up until Bionicle, had never seen Lego do something of this grandiose scale. And when I say that, I don't mean like Lego City grand. I mean the individuality. There's so much going on here. If you look around, there's so many different themes. Right here, you got fire right there. Fire along the same color. Fire, air, ice. There are just so many differing things. And it all has a purpose in the story that links it all together. And I think for all the work that must have gone into that, to make it so different, so unique, and so to have so much variety, to have so much to work with, I think that is extremely impressive to me. So as an overall year, Personally, it is my favorite. You know, people can disagree with that. Everyone has a personal preference as far as their favorite year goes. Personally, this is my favorite because the sets were very well-rounded. A lot of them are extremely unique. The story does coincide with the sets somewhat, so that adds to it a lot. And the functions, after 2003, 2004, the functions of this variety kind of died off. So these are definitely special to a lot of people because they're unique. They have a lot of functions that everyone can enjoy. Everyone enjoys making the Manez go zoom zoom, or making the Malacca chew off Kopaka's head, or Kopaka knock the masks off with his sword. There's just so much to do here, and this was the beginning of what went on for the next 9.5 or so years. So, as an overall arc of sets and story, it is a very impressive year, and I think very impressive that LEGO managed to compose all of this. So, I'm going to go in to talk about a little bit of the game. So, let's quickly segue into that, shall we? Alright, I figure it's probably best that we start off with Toa versus Toa. This was pretty much the start of the game, the main stars of the show, and for demonstration purposes I decided why not Kopaka versus Tahu. So, as I reviewed with the Toamata, you turn the gear, they swing their weapon. The goal of the game is to knock the opponent's mask off. Kinda. Or do that, I mean that works. It's kind of difficult to do without two people. So we're just gonna sacrifice Tahu here. Not that I have anything against Tahu, it's just... Okay, I'm starting to have something against Tahu. So, Kopaka, prepare to meet your end. You know, forget it. Basically, the goal is to hit the opponent's mask, flies off, you win. Yay! So that is the Toamata version of this game. Let's move on to the Turaga version. Okay, so anyway, move on to the Rahi, the other stars of the show. Let's start off with the Irama versus a Toa. So, here we have a Toa, the Irama. Now with the Irama, with the Toa, he's gonna, what have happen to it is this. He's gonna have a major concussion. Eventually. It's coming off. There we go. So that's basically the game from a Irama versus Toa standpoint. Now let's try Irama versus Irama. So basically it's the same thing, only you basically just do this over and over until one or both of the opponent's masks fall off. So this was what was advertised most with the Irama. Not so much a Toa versus Irama, but Irama versus Irama. So let's try another Rahi. Let us try Jaga versus Toa. So, using Anua for example, Irama. Now, this is kind of tricky because the Toa needs to be right here. Bam. Now, I mentioned in Irama review that was kind of a flaw, since you need to be real up close. So let's try Irama versus Irama. So the goal is the same. You basically just knock the opponent's mask off. And that's it. Very simple. Very easy with the Irama. Sorry, Jaga. new Irama were not as easy. Probably the most difficult out of the Rahi. Let's try Malacca versus Toa. Now this is simple. Gotta just... Yeah. As you can probably tell, I never tried this out before. It's not very... Basically, the goal is that. That's the goal. I've already displayed how it works in the actual review for these guys. How it works between them, so I'm not going to display it here. So, here we have the Tarkava, and this is probably the second most fun. The goal is to just do this. If you can hit anything. Now, what's something you can do is knock the... Well, don't do this. Knock the opponent's mask off by flipping it down, and then flipping it back up again, in order for maximum damage. I mean, or you could just hit it like this and not really cause a lot of damage. We win! Yeah! That's pretty much the gist of it. It's not easy doing it on your own, as you can imagine. I don't really have helpers at the moment. So that kind of sums it up. But now for probably the funnest of the Rahi, the Manas. I decided not to do the Tarkava versus Toa because, you know, it's also fairly difficult. So, as aforementioned, turn it on, and get ready. Even though the mask didn't fall off, the yellow one kind of still lost. But gosh darn it, I'm making that, there we go, making the mask fall off. So, it's better with two people because it's a lot of fun. That really sums it up. That's the functions, that's the game. It probably would have been a lot better illustrated another way with two people, but I can't do that right now. So, I hope you've enjoyed. That has been 2001. I'm going to need to take a little bit of a break here in order to collect the remaining sets for 2002. But when I do, I will continue the BIONICLE set reviews. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Maybe it's convinced you for some things and others not. I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.